we're gonna take a cruise here on the bad boy buggy, and in the woods. I'm gonna go try and find some sticks. I'm pretty sure this might be a successful trip, but you never know. But we'll give it a try. Anyway, we're just gonna see how quiet this is. Maybe we'll run into some animals. Here's our feeder, solar panel, and time delay, so we're not up here for during the week. Fucking deer getting fed up. Some goat feed, big buck bites, and corn. We got like a mixture we give them. Big buck bites give maximum antler growth and birth weight of fawns. It's about the only noise you get in this thing is when you go through a sloppy mud puddle. Other than that, it's pretty fucking quiet. And for some reason, he's got a keychain on here, it's rattling. So I'll have to do something about that here, but for hunting season again. Other than that, that's a keychain banging around. Or make a little clicking noise. It's pretty fucking quiet. Let my mouth go. Keychain is annoying. I'm gonna go down here to the call it the big hole, but it's like a swimming hole in this creek. It goes down to the valley here. It's the one border of our land. I'll head us down that way. This thing's pretty quiet even full fast. Well, there's some bumps like that. There's a tree stand here. This knob looking down over there. There's trees we thinned out and stuff. We manage all the woods here so everything grows really good. Over here on the left is one of my favorite types of trees. It's a shagbark hickory. That one's growing real nice and straight too. We're going to be getting a wood miser here in a couple months, so we'll be cutting our own, sawing our own logs, and it's a little thin. We don't get a lot out of it, but not all the trees around here are the thickest. But if we drive around, I mean, just for like one person alone or two people to go saw down a big ass tree and then cut it to the lengths we need and haul it to the sawmill and saw up some boards, you know, it's probably be a couple hours of an afternoon to be doing something and stack them up nice and shit so they can season and shit. So that's not really that big of a deal. Just go select whatever fucking wood we want and cut it out. I was sighting in my 25-06 the other weekend, 2-3 weeks ago. And this was back behind the target, but I hit this limb here with a, I think, 87 grain Nosler ballistic tip, like 3,700 feet per second hand load, and it pretty much exploded on the impact of that limb. So it wasn't really good brush gun for deer. 25-06 isn't a bad fucking caliber to use on deer, but not when you're thick shit like this. I use my 30-06 7600 carbine for deer, and that shoots through pretty big shit and still hits a deer. And you get in all this brush and stuff, so definitely that's how I go with that. My 25-aught, that's more my long range, also coyote, like varmint, predator type gun. That's what I have it for. Let's go down here to the creek. Shut the engine off here. There we go. Nice and quiet. There's a little off branch of the creek runs over here from flooding here. All the sand deposits. This will be a low pressure, so there might be a little bit of gold somewhere in this. Not with the really loose shit here, but somewhere along these edges or something. But I've panned gold out of this creek here. Nothing big, it's all real fine plaster gold, nothing you're gonna make money off of, just something that's just fun to do, just to do it. Can't see much right here. right along this ridge we have a dam we built with rocks, and this area then's a lot deeper now. There was always a kind of a dam there for a long while because people have been swimming in this hole for as far as people can remember that lived around here. They call us the Big Hole, and the water's still up pretty high right now. So this, when the water's down, it's this big triangle rock here. That's usually out of the water. Down the bottom, sometimes they're right around the edge of the water, but this sticking out, and you can dive off the end of that. When that's out of the water, it's still about 7 foot deep, right out in there. So you can dive off there and not hit anything. I wouldn't go straight down and try and hit bottom, but there's a lot of it's all rocks and hard pack and shit here. But it's really, I've got everything out here, from native trout to smallmouth bass, rockies, crappie, all kinds of stuff. Just looking up rivers, we're a little rougher up here. I get through some of this brush and shit. It's a really nice little creek there. As you can see here, but it's a nice swimming place. Just snorkel and look at all the fish and trout and all that shit. It's really fun. We got a set up here. Got a picnic table. We're gonna make a proper shooting bench for down here. But we shoot like closer stuff and pistols right off the deck of the cabin, so you just hang out and grill and shoot. But well, this whole table down here, and we got some different stands and shit, and we made a bench just cut real low so you get at a better height, and up by where that stick is 100 yards. We got measured out from there to somewhere before that stick. There's a mark up there's like 100 yards, so set the target a couple feet past the other marker, and your gun's a couple feet past there. We just put that in. We have a folding up shooting bench, like a manufacturer one we bought. It's real nice and shit, but once you sit down on it, put the gun up on it, if you're trying to do any precision shooting or long range, it has this wobble to it. It's not sturdy at all. It's total bullshit, really. So we're just trying to do something different to get a better, more stable shooting, something to shoot from, a lot more stable. But there's a Big Hole in water. Let's see, we'll start this bad boy up. I'm gonna go in reverse. There's a little bit of some deer carcass that the coyotes ate at on the big ribs over here. Still a little bit of meat on them right there. That's from a quarter of a cow. Oh, there you can see the big cow hoof. Coyotes chewed that shit all to hell. But yeah, that's what the 25-06 for is, getting the coyotes. Oh shit, I was thinking I'm gonna stop here a minute. Looking from down here, I can't zoom on this because this is a digital camera, not a video camera. I need to get a nice video camera. But up there is the front of the cabin. You can kind of see. Maybe I'll just stop this and zoom in and record a little and then stop and put it together. Alright, let's look at the front of the cabin from down at the Big Hole. You see how there's the deck looking out over here, over the valley, the water. It's the southern side of the mountain, so it's the southern sunlight in it. Keeps the cabin real nice and warm. There's a tractor.